my very best. What time frame in your life did you start thinking, hey man, I want to get up and take everybody's harassment as a stand-up comedian?
I was definitely interested all the way back in high school, but I was more going the religious route. And I also was interested in like finance and making a ton of money, stock market. It was a different world back then. It kind of crashed on me while I was in college. And the prop trading I was interested in doesn't even, it doesn't really exist unless you're like a genius quant person. And also I would have failed miserably in finance because I went to college and figured out that I was kind of retarded. So, but that's why you go to college. You realize that a lot of things aren't for you. I also learned, I don't know if I worked in one or two hedge funds in college, and I'm so lucky to have realized that that wasn't for me. Cause I am really bad with like little errors, which if you're working in a hedge fund can cost people a lot of money. Like I'm really good at like dyslexic, just like switching things. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm not good at details. So I'm very lucky to have realized that finance was not for me. And all the way back in college, I was more interested in radio, to be honest. I used to listen to like Howard Stern, Opie and Anthony.
Right.
Watched like I didn't really grow up watching stand-up, but I grew up like I loved like comedy radio. I loved comedy TV. I kind of thought maybe I'd become like a comedy. I don't know. I was just like super interested in the comedy genre, but stand up, you could just show up and do it. You know what I mean? Like there's like, I wouldn't know how to start radio. Stand up, you could just show up to open mic. So I just started showing up and then I fell in love with stand up and now it's 11 years later and I'm still not that good at it.
No, I think you're doing pretty good though. I mean, and the thing is, you kill it in the shows, man. And I think there is something to be said. Some guys that have been listening to radio, especially like guys that don't take life too damn seriously and can make jokes out of the darker parts of life, and have a good laugh. But no, I mean when you said start going to the clubs and kind of maybe just showing up, did you go and watch a lot from the audience before you had the nerve to get up on stage and try it?
No, I just showed up to an open mic and I started I don't know, I did my first mic. I mean, I don't even count it as starting comedy, but I spent 2 years in Israel between high school and college, and both of those summers I went to one open mic.
Mm-hmm.
I don't count that as my start. Which, maybe other people would say that is, in which case I've been doing comedy for like 40 years. But no, I watched very little stand-up. Like I didn't grow up with stand-up. Like I didn't watch George Carlin. Like I know a lot of people that like used to go to Blockbuster and just like, I knew nothing about it, but I don't know. I just wrote some jokes, showed up to an open mic and I loved it. It was fun.